Hello there folks, Jiminy Critic here with another movie entertainment choice review for you today. We're going to be talking about the movie Knowing. Knowing, a recent release starring the ever popular, or not so popular depending on your tastes, Nicolas Cage. This movie comes to us from Summit Pictures. It's rated PG-13. I think that rating fits it pretty well for the intensity of the movie. It is 121 minutes, just over 2 hours long. And it was directed by Alex Proyas, which that name may not mean a lot to you unless you've seen the movies I, Robot, the Isaac Asimov book story turned into a movie starring Will Smith. Pretty good movie. The movie Dark City was directed by him. Very good movie. And way back in the 90s, the movie The Crow, very popular with Brandon Lee. If you saw that and enjoyed that, was directed by Alex Proyas as well. So he's kind of a director who does some dark, dismal type movies, it seems like, and this is another one of those. This falls into the sci-fi thriller category, I guess, the movie Knowing. And the basic premise of this movie that I watched is that Nicolas Cage's character is a professor at college, and he has a young son. And what had happened in this movie is 50 years previous to this particular time of like right now, in a school one day, the kids were going to get prepared to put some stuff they thought about the future into a time capsule to be all sealed up for 50 years, and then 50 years later this time capsule would be opened by the students and the teachers at the school at that time and see what their thoughts were. So the kids, a lot of them were sitting at their desks drawing pictures of rockets, as the 50s, or spacemen, or whatever they thought some things in the future might be as they were instructed to do. And one young student, young lady at her desk, is just sitting there writing furiously on her paper while the other kids are drawing and thinking of stuff and talking with the teacher. And when the teacher comes by her desk, she notices that this page is just filled, line after line after line after line, with numbers. Just seemingly a random set of hundreds and hundreds of numbers. And before the girl's and the girl's almost like in a trance while she's doing this, teacher picks the paper up out of her hand and says, "I thought you were supposed to be telling stuff about the future." Well, anyway, they put all these papers in envelopes, put them in the time capsule. Here we are, 50 years later. Nicolas Cage and his son are there at school on the day when they open up. And of course, his son gets the envelope. When he pulls out the paper, all of this is this page of numbers, and nobody has a clue what it is. And it kind of piques the interest of Nick Cage's character. Well, long story short for this movie, basically we find out through his research and study that the girl had written down numbers in a sequential order that kind of give the dates, times, and locations, even the coordinates on the Earth, where major, catastrophes, accidents, disasters are going to occur, and they're pinpointed accuracy. He can find and prove every one of these. The only problem is there are 3 number sets left on the paper that he can't quite figure out, and he starts to realize, without giving away the whole film here, that these may be events that are still yet to come in his day and lifetime, and he wonders if he can even do anything to stop it. That's kind of the whole basis of this movie. It's kind of supposed to make you, I think you're supposed to think about faith, God, the universe. Can we really have any choices in life, or is everything all kind of predetermined for us and we're like pawns on a chessboard? It kind of had that feeling. I was really excited going into the movie after seeing the preview in the first hour or so, but I got to say this. Overall, I was disappointed with the movie Knowing. It didn't, the first hour sustained me pretty well, but the ending of the movie, when it got through that second hour and through the end, just kind of went away for me. Like I say, it's in the sci-fi thriller category. If you're interested in that kind of film, you might want to check out Knowing. If you're a Nick Cage fan, he's the major star in the movie. There's not many other folks in this that you would be recognizable to everybody. I got to say, this was a not good review by Jiminy Critic for the movie Knowing. Started out well and got very, very weak for me at the end. So you'll have to decide for yourself on the movie Knowing.